Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And this video is actually going to be a little bit different here because I'm going to be doing a response to Damian Skyfire, who's a guy I've been watching for years on end. His rants and everything. This isn't going to be related to music. I guess I'll put music as something as an example I'll talk about in this video. But in Damian Skyfire's video, he talks about how the older generation feels that because they're older that they have a more position of authority just because of their age or whatever, and basically that means they know everything, they can do no wrong a lot of the time and feel entitled a lot of the time, whether it be day-to-day life or actual positions of authority or what have you. I just have to say, man, I agree with that totally 100%, you know, and I'm going to add also to this video, along with the comment I put on his video, explaining why these cultures exist, and that is actually because of them. These cultures like punk culture, rap culture even, these cultures exist for a reason, and the older generations' authoritarian ways kind of are like what actually provoked that. A lot of these cultures is the older generation's authoritarian style of trying to parent their kids and all that. Because the older generation, like the boomers and all that, a lot of them were told when they were kids, hey, do what you're told or otherwise you'll get punished to a pretty extreme extent at times, depending on what kind of parents you had back in the day. But that was kind of what it was back then. Do what you're told, don't question authority. Even if it seems ridiculous, don't question it, because you'll get your ass beat, or, you know, worse sometimes even. So that's just the way it was back then. There's a lot more kids today that question authority a lot more, which I think is kind of a good thing. It depends on really the circumstance, like I said, but I think it's a good thing that kids today are questioning authority a little more than they used to, whether it be parents, teachers, law enforcement, whatever, you know, what have you. Because, you know, of course, depending on the circumstance, like I said, but there are many cases out there of people in all these groups and positions of authority that are even, you know, older in age that can do wrong, and that just because someone's in a position of authority doesn't mean they're always right, you know, and just because they're older doesn't mean they're always right either, you know, because I met plenty of people that are old in age that have been wrong about something or are not the brightest bulb in the box of the bulbs. So I just have to say I agree with Damian's video pretty much 100%. It was spot on how the older generation is flawed in this way for sure. Of course there's problems with our current generation today, but those are just the ones that exist in the older generation, and I think this is even still a flaw today that kind of needs to be addressed a little more, because you hear all the time about the younger generation and how puppeted they are to mainstream culture or whatever. But this is just a flaw in the older generation that I felt like, you know, I wanted to make a video on. I'll probably get back to music pretty soon here, reviewing the fat compilations and all that, but this is just a response to Damian Skyfire's video because I thought it was spot on, and I will see you guys later in the next video. Peace.